Hello patrons, welcome to this exclusive video for Patreon, and this is the video for the highest levels of my Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting me at this level. Again, without all of you it wouldn't be possible to do the channel the way I'm doing it, with a lot of videos, a lot of content. I really enjoy it, but you're helping me out so much, so thank you. This is a video especially for you, for all of you, talking about how to play blues on 2-5-1 progressions. So this is a video in my George Benson series. I made 2 so far. I will make 4 in total. One is on YouTube, one was an exclusive for the lower levels of my Patreon. And then this is the third one for you, and then there will be one more on YouTube. So those episodes are linked in the description, by the way. So in this episode we're going to talk about how to play blues on 2-5-1 progressions. And the funny thing is, I'm actually not going to go to George Benson. I talked about it before. I'm going to show you some Wakenius lines, because that's basically what he does, right? He plays blues on everything. He has some really cool BeBop phrases and some more modern stuff, but his main go-to is blues, and it's a very cool sound. And when I wanted to get into that kind of sound, because it was kind of mysterious to me, I didn't know how it worked. That's the source I went to, and I transcribed a lot of Wakenius. I mean, really a lot. What I did now is I selected some lines that I think are the foundation of his blues playing on 2-5-1s. And it's very useful, because if you can play blues on 2-5-1s, there's lots of places you can play blues on. You're not only confined then to like dominant chords or like 1 chords in a blues. So let's take a look at those lines, shall we? Let me see, how many phrases do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 phrases. So let's go fast, because otherwise this video will take forever. And of course you don't have to play the phrases verbatim, although I think it's very useful to study it like that in the beginning. But in the end, of course, you can kind of mix and match, because you'll get the principles. I wouldn't think too much about them, just play them over and over until you get the sound in your ears. So all the 2-5-1s here are in C. So we're talking about D minor, 4 bars, 4 beats, G7 to C, C6 or C major 7, or even C7. Right. Okay, so first line, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. So you get this F major 7 arpeggio. A lot of phrases start like that, and then you get just something based around a C triad, always with this minor third going to the third. Really very nice phrase. So I thought I'd demonstrate it this time on, not on Coquette, because I've done it so much. I'm gonna demonstrate it on I Can't Give You Anything But Love. It's a backing track on my channel. So then we have to play it in G. So then it would be here. And in that song there's also a 2-5-1 to C, so then we can play it exactly as written down here. So the progression is 1, 2, 5. And we can only get 2, 5, not going to the 1, but then we get a 2, 5 to C. So find the backing track on my channel, it's linked in the description, and then you can find the progression. Here we go. really nicely. A cool phrase. Let's go to the next one. Again, starts with a F major 7 arpeggio, but the ending is different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. It ends with this blues scale. Slide, up. And then in the beginning we have, that's a typical, actually kind of George Benson thing, to just slide to the 4 and then hammer on to the 3rd. That sound. Try to really swing it. Okay, let me play that. So in G it would be... An important thing with this principle, I was also not really thinking of it, is to take your time with the slides from to the F and the E. Kind of don't be late, but play it laid back. Really enjoy those notes. Let's do it one more time. Next. Okay, here we have we get 3 2-5-1s that start with chords. Very nice. So this first one sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. That would be in C, so in G would be. With the backing track. You see, when you start combining these phrases, it's a really cool sound, and it's not that hard actually to pull off. Here's another one that starts with chords. It sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to start those chords on the 1. I actually hear it more starting on the 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So G would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the chord starting on the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you slide to chords or to notes, always try to make it 1 fret slide, right? So don't play, just play one fret. It's almost if you're playing like a hammer-on, or it sounds the same almost, and you can always choose between the both options. You don't have to play, you can also play, but sometimes the slide is more handy with the fingerings. Okay, this is one starting again with the F major 7, but now we start from a different position, and it sounds like this: 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Now this guitar has a, if I play an E, then you hear the harmonic. That's kind of frustrating or irritating. Let's play it in G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. With backing track, this one is tricky. You have to practice this one. Tricky, and also this is one is very easy to rush, which I was doing a couple of times. Don't do that. Practice with a metronome. I made a video about it yesterday. Okay, this one is same idea, but it starts different. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And G, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Backing track. This one kind of ignores the chords, and it's just more like a blues lick in general, which teaches you that you can actually play blues licks on 2-5-1s most of the time. Especially once you've established the song, right? You start out your song normally, and then you can just play some blues licks on the 2-5-1. Though some of the most of these phrases are real 2-5-1 licks. They start with a 2 chord in the lick. This is another one. It's just a blues lick, but it works great on a 2-5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. In G, 3, 4, 1. Rhythms, of course, are kind of free. The point is, it's just that phrase. Let's play this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last bar it says, well, that's for when the tempo is really slow, like a slow blues when you play 3, 4, 3, 4, 1. Right, then it's cool, but if it's faster, then it might sound a little bit sloppy and also difficult to pull off, so then you can just play without the grace notes. 3, 4, In G, 3, 4, We have this. We have it in a couple of phrases, right? So that's another principle. Now, because of this bluesy ending, it doesn't really fit that well on this song, because there's never a point where we have 2 bars of the 1 chord. There's always like happening something in the second bar. But I'm gonna play it anyway, and then just know that. Kind of fits. This is the last 2. Okay, yeah. This is another nice one. This is 1. So this is a long one. Let me play the first. Let me play the whole thing for you, so you know what it sounds like. So this one starts before the 2-5-1 with a like an up bar. 1, 2, 3. Three, 4, 1, 2. So if we look at the second 4 bars, we have this. With the slide, I mean you just slide from the E on that string, the G string, let's say to an E flat, and then you play the A on the D string. One, two. In And G would be 1, 2, 3. Notice that there's 2 bars of C, even 3 bars if you count the 1 and the 3rd bar. So that might not really fit in the song, but what you can do is you can make it shorter by just taking out one of those CAs, right? Instead of just play, just make the ending shorter. Let me play that. I was trying to combine some of the bluesy ideas we talked about in this video, but also other videos. But it's just a matter of experimentation and get the blues sound in your ears, and then just sprinkle it in when the music or when your solo is asking for it. I wouldn't do it as much as Wakenius. I mean, he makes it sound great, but that is not my style. I like to play a little bit more BeBop stuff or gypsy jazz stuff, but like playing blues sound like this, like once or twice in your solo, is really cool. So that's why we're studying it. And when we're studying it, of course, we're gonna play it all the time to get the sound in our ears and in our fingers. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next video on YouTube or here on Patreon. And until then, bye.